What's up, everybody? Um, I had a random thought today, and I know I haven't done a video in a really long time, but I wanted to sort of I sort of had an epiphany, I guess you could say. And the one thing that I was thinking about today, and I've been doing this thing, I've been trying to maintain a weight while after I got my last couple of surgeries done, and I haven't been able to exercise, and it's been a little bit hectic with the holidays here and the surgeries and Angela and Charlie moving back in and trying to get back into a routine with them and everything, and it's been kind of hectic. Loving every minute of it, not complaining about it, but it has been difficult to get back into things. And I was thinking about it today because I've been doing this intermittent fasting. So basically, it's actually called intermittent energy reduction. There's different studies on it that I read. And so what I do, I just, since I'm not doing any exercise, I'm not really doing a lot in the morning except for housework and playing with Charlie and hanging out with him and things, and hanging out with Angela, and maybe going to the store or, shopping, something like that. So I get up in the morning, do housework and stuff like that. I just don't eat breakfast. I haven't been eating breakfast in a long time, unless I'm exercising and training in the morning, which again hasn't happened in a while. So I've been fasting in the morning. I don't get my first meal until about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm just getting used to being hungry in the afternoon or in the morning and stuff until the afternoon. And it's been working pretty well for me. I've been able to maintain a good weight in about 185, 186 pounds. Not a big deal. My energy hasn't been really low. I've been getting used to it. I'm just getting used to being hungry a little bit. Not a big deal. I mean, you do it all the time anyways. A lot of people do. They just, we're people nowadays, we're just spoiled. We're hungry, we eat. Sometimes we just eat crap just because we're hungry or we're bored. And us in the military, a lot of times we are used to not eating sometimes, especially in the field or in training. You go hungry, you're growling, your stomach's growling and stuff. We're used to not eating sometimes, and then, so we're capable of doing that. Now we'll get up in the morning, have some coffee or have some type of caffeine drink, to boost my metabolism in the morning a little bit, get me through that first hunger pangs, and then, every great once in a while, if I'm really super hungry, I can get a protein shake, a mixture of whey and casein protein shake. It'll satisfy me throughout till lunchtime, or my first meal of the day, or just a BCAA supplement or drink, maybe mixed with a little bit of creatine or BCAAs and glutamine. It satiates me, until my first meal of the day, and it's been working pretty well for me. And I was thinking about it today and noticing that how food affects your life, your health, but also your moods and your outlook on things. And I was thinking about it because, I noticed somebody had mentioned today about being hangry. And, we've all been there. We've all been hangry. You get a really bad attitude. You're really hungry. You get a bad attitude. You're snapping at people. You're snapping at the wrong people, your spouses, your significant others, your kids. And you're just in a really bad mood. You're just pissy. You're just, you're in a crappy mood, and you snap and you take it out on the wrong people, or you take it out on anybody for that matter. And a lot of times that's just, yourself, the way you react to it. And like I said, humans, Americans right now, we're spoiled. When we get hungry, and we will, we'll just eat, whatever. And I've noticed that, yes, it's a state of mind, but it's also, I think what it is your body. The way your body is reacting to the lack of nutrients and the lack of the way you are fueling your body. And if you think about it, really think about it, let's just use for example when you don't eat, you fast and you get hungry and you get hangry, quote unquote. Um, that's your body's reaction to you not fueling yourself the correct way. It needs nutrients. It needs that fuel to act throughout the day, to have a good attitude, to think correctly, to act correctly, to be, just it needs those nutrients, and it needs to be fuel. It needs to be fed. So your body, even your brain, all of it acts in that certain way, and you start reacting to that. Your body reacts negatively. Now it's not just a negative reaction, but it's a reaction that your body says, I am going to be this way because I need fuel, I need to eat. So what you do is your body does it gets in that negative, in that I don't want to say negative. That's a wrong term I'm thinking about. It in that aggressive type of mood, because it knows the more aggressive you are, the more the hunter comes out in you, the predator comes out in you. You are going to be more able to go out there and aggressively attack that food in a hunter-gatherer type of mentality, and get that food and those nutrients that you need to eat. And it's brings you back to just the hunter-gatherer mentality, to where a bigger, stronger animal, you are going to be more aggressive to take down that those barriers and be able to get the food that you need, that your body needs to react or to fuel itself. And I think that's where that aggressiveness and that ability for you to be hangry and to be an ass to other people comes into place. And it's not just because you're just being a jerk or being an ass about it, but it's your body's reaction to it. And if you think about it too, let's just say, for example, again, you eat a good meal, you eat proper nutrition, and you also eat your cheat meals or your cheat days, or you just go through those times when you're just eating crappy food, lots of processed food, not your lean meats and your vegetables, and your good carbohydrates, and you're not fueling your body correctly. You're fueling it just enough just to get food in there. It's just crappy processed food that you're not fueling your body enough. So what your body does, it needs more, it takes more, and you're in a bad mood, you don't feel very well, you're lethargic, you don't have much energy, you're just not reacting to the world in a positive manner. But when you fuel yourself correctly, with the proper type of nutrients that your body uses and doesn't need to throw away, that it uses correctly, and your body feels well and it feels good, you start reacting to the world and to other people in a more positive way. And I just, it just sort of came to me today, just putting it in a more practical aspect of it, about nutrients and about feeding yourself. You really think of it in that way. How am I going to react to the world outside of me? Am I going to be a positive or negative person? And why am I like that? Is it just because I'm a positive or negative person, or am I actually fueling myself, my body, which is your mind and your soul and your physical aspect, your spiritual aspect, and everything. It's what you put into your body of what you actually put out too. So think about that. If you are just reacting to the world in a positive or negative way, is it just because of your mindset, or are you fueling yourself, your body, to fuel your mind, to help your mind think in that positive aspect about the world around you and about the people around you and your loved ones? Are you fueling yourself, your body, and your mind correctly? Because if you're not, then you're not going to react and be a positive person out in the real world. So just something I was thinking about today. Figured I'd put something out there. I haven't had a video out there in a little while, and I'm gonna start putting some more out. I just need to do. I've just been lazy, I could use every excuse under the. Been to the dentist and been to the surgery and had my hand done, which is getting a lot better. My hand, I can move. I can almost move my thumb around a little bit more now. I can whatever, but getting my elbow, major surgery done in my elbow, my arm next month in January. Could use all those excuses. I've just been lazy and I haven't put out any videos. This is just something I was thinking about today. I wanted to give you guys my thought process on it, and give you guys some feedback. Give me some feedback. Comment below, email me, and we'll get this going. So again, hey, Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it's over. Merry Christmas is coming up in 10 days or so. So Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you guys have a great one and see some loved ones. And even if you're not, things are going bad, it could always be worse. Trust me, it can always be worse. And if it is worse right now, sometimes they say, if you're rock bottom right now, then there's just nowhere to go but up. But here's another thing: if you're having a hard time, reach out to somebody. There's always somebody out there to listen to you. All my brothers and sisters in arms out there. If you're having issues, give me a call or something. Or I'm not perfect either, and I have a lot of issues. Luckily, I have a couple people I can call and talk to, and it's rough out there. I know. I got it. So reach out. Don't do anything stupid. People care about you. I got to remind myself that every day too. I'm not alone, and people care about you. So get out there and do great things. And Merry Christmas. Love you guys. Happy New Year. Be safe. Do great things. Love all you guys. Scouts out.